That's good.
Getting old. So you can say I'm getting old.
Oh, I'm getting old.
Feeling old.
Feeling old.
There had to have been a different thing. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like, normally I can like bring my right leg in like that. I can like it right here. It starts hurting all on that side. Oh, shit.
Well, the doctor looked at my head. My doctor looked at my shoulder. It's all freaking scar tissue in there.
Oh, really?
Is it all crunchy?
At least that's something to be fixed.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Maybe I just go get your head, go in.
Ugh. Yeah, at least it's not like major surgery. Just scrape it out.
Go in there and suck that all out.
I had that done, and I didn't do any of the rehab on my shoulder, and I had a frozen shoulder.
Yeah.
And I've never recovered from it. Now, granted, the issues I'm having right now more to do with arthritis than anything, but for years I still had very limited motion even before the arthritis kicked in.
Well, you know, because I do a lot of lifting with dumbbells this way, and it, you know, so it's good there. And you know, it's X-rays, and you got scar tissue. All right. So I gotta talk to him. He goes, yeah. It's not. It's just that Dr. Morrison up there in the park. He's like, what we can do is I can sit there if you have pain. I can sit there and shoot it with some, you know, steroid to bring inflammation down. I said, okay, and then
I've done that with my elbow bunch.
and then take a look at having clean up the scar tissue. Okay.
I'm hoping my knee isn't anything too bad, but it has gotten better since Saturday. It feels exactly the same.
Is it from rolling?
Yeah. Just had it. I was in deep half on John. Or he had me in deep half, and I turned to do a knee slice and just felt like a little twing in my knee, so I went back to where.
Yeah, you were fine.
Yeah, I was like,
That didn't feel right.
what do you want to cover?
I want to just review what we did to block the guard. Remember how it was like, you had, you know, it was like this. If you had one certain leg forward and the other one, and you know, if somebody steps outside, you know, you put your foot behind it. Just to remind me, I'm getting old, so just, and then if somebody steps in, you get, you know, behind it, that kind of thing. To review that, then, you know, if we have time, if you have like one thing that you did in the no gate class, that's kind of like something simple. And then if we can roll a couple times, just to, you know, so maybe you could critique my role as, you know, things I could have done against him. And I mean, if you're up to it, I'd like to see how your strategy would be against.
Against Matt?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got that easy. He just sits there, grabs the legs around my neck.
Yeah, just joking.
Because I think his defense is really good for me, but you seem to get right by him.
Not always. I get Matt when I'm in my guard. That's my goal with Matt.
He gets me when I.
If I can get Matt in my guard, I'm pretty good. If I get
Half guard, full guard.
yeah, either. But if I sweep him or come up on top, I can't. Because he's hard to submit from the top position. He's just got really good defense. So then it's just a matter of trying to get him to turn so I can take his back.
Yeah.
And he's too wise to me these days. So it's usually just standing. All right, so stand up in front of Seth MacFarlane.
So,
Show me what you remember.
well, if he's that way, I need to be this way.
And so if he steps in between your legs, right? What are you supposed to do?
I'm supposed to go like that.
Other leg.
This way.
Yeah, you want me inside. If you go outside, I'm
Then
gonna
you
use
just
it.
hit
I'm
down.
gonna go back. You want to sit there and stay.
Do it again. Put your other leg in. Put the wrong leg in. Put the wrong leg in. All right. That's just easy.
Yeah.
Right? You have no control. It's easy pass. Right?
I guess that's
And you want to connect to him also. It's not just putting like this. Wait a minute. Let me get it.
Yeah, can you come a little bit further in here?
So what we're looking at are limitations of options. Okay? So if Matt's just standing right in front of me,
Then you just regular left.
right? And if I stand, if he's staggered and I'm like this, I I haven't limited any options for him. He could go either side, right? He could do either side he wants, right? If he was to step in, right? If I do this here, I haven't limited his options.
To get it around.
Right? He could knee slice right past. He could knee cut to this side and go to mount. He could just lift his leg and step it over. I haven't done anything to limit options. But if he's staggered, right? Yeah, just start there. And I'm on this side, like this, I've limited his option. Is there likely any way he's going to get from his position here to his position here without me being able to move into a better spot? It's super unlikely. It's very likely he's going to be fast enough to get all the way over here, right, and pass my guard. Because I've made it too far for him to travel. So I know his likelihood if he wants to pass, he's going to start coming into this side. Okay? He's going to start making his way over here, and I can just keep making my way. I can keep those hips. He steps and he switches to the other side. I can go this way and move backwards. I am trying to make it to where his best option is to go the direction I want him to go. Okay? I want him to go this direction. Right? This is for me, my best option to defend or to attack. Right? So that's what we're looking to do. So he staggers. I'm just mirroring his position. His right leg, my left leg. I'm just mirroring what he has. If I turn him this way, I've given him an easy opening to pass, right? Because I haven't stepped forward that leg. I haven't limited his option to a lower effectiveness.
Yeah.
I've limited his option. He's not going to pass this way because he's going to pass into my defense.
That's like the shortest route.
So I've limited his options, but I haven't limited them in a way that makes his only option have a lower efficacy rate. I do this, now his best option is still this way, but it has a lower efficacy rate because my hands are here, my leg is here, right? I've got opportunities to defend the pass, okay? So he steps forward with that leg, I'm going to switch, I'm going to be on this side because I want him to try to pass this way, then I come to this side, he steps in, he catches me off guard, I connect and then put my foot in, okay? So if I step in, if I just need to do this, right, and he can get ahead of me and he puts his hand down here, that means my option to wrap around this leg is limited. He can get an underhook on my left arm, and he can start using that to help pass. So when he steps in, I connect first, and then I bring him. Because now I can stop him from doing what he wants to do with having.
See, remember, I'll go back to that. Remember how? All right, if I did this, remember when you showed a few weeks ago? If I'm like this, what to do?
Depends
Put
on
it this way. You just yank me hard.
Oh yeah, to get you like this is an active hook that I'm creating pressure by bringing my elbow to my knee and having my foot. I'm pushing up on my foot off the mat, right? So I can bring him in, and it gives. I have lots of options. I go underneath him. I can take his back. I can come to the outside. Anyway, so come sit down. And you don't have to do it fast.
Yeah.
Because you have time for recovery, right? Even if you mess up,
I want to be.
If on your side, look at me.
Oh.
On your right hip, right arm back. Yeah, look, you should be able to lift your butt pretty easy. Yeah, you should also be able to move yourself backwards with your left foot and your right hand pretty easy. Yeah. Right? Because you want to be the one that controls distance, not him.
Just like the technical stand-up, almost.
Yeah.
That's what you're looking at.
Right.
So if I switch like this, now you're gonna, yes.
Yeah, if your goal is to keep making it to where he has to go to the direction you want, you can just keep going back and forth on that, right?
So just get you used to that. That's all you're doing.
So this hand needs to.
So this is that whole reason we do that.
Well, it's a distance thing.
Yeah. So this could push on his knee. This could capture his knee, right? You can wrap
So if
around
I
it.
step in, let's say I step in, boom, now you wrap this.
And then put your right
Now
foot.
put this right foot inside.
That,
Yeah.
Yeah, but you, makes you feel like that. Yeah.
It doesn't have to be like that, but I like that.
Yeah.
Right? And that's what John had showed.
because, I mean, couldn't I
you
just,
can.
You can.
Yeah.
You can, but you gotta stay really tight on it.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
yeah,
I
there's
would push, yeah, there you go. Get some push on that to keep that, yeah.
And there's lots of
Well, I wouldn't
techniques.
put my
you can
arm
use.
out this far because now I got this.
Oh, okay.
I keep this tight, but push this out.
Yeah.
Because now, and you start actually almost put it back here.
If you wanted to do,
Yeah, look at that.
if you wanted to do a takedown from where you are right there, you would actually switch things around, right? Put your left,
No, no.
Put your left arm. Yeah, now bring your left, then just bring your, yep, just go.
There, you're working against my knee.
Ah.
Yeah. What you're doing is you're putting this knee, and now I just fall back. It's just like when we sit there and we do like if we get a single, you just step down. It's the same thing. You're locking the knee.
right.
That's just on the butt.
So, now, if he stands square in front of you, what do you do?
Not like this.
What do you do? You wouldn't just stand there because he's gonna change his stance.
I
Right?
do. I guess I try to get close.
What? I wasn't there for the class, but.
I thought you were.
I came at the end. Saturdays I'm usually, I'm
Yeah,
always
you usually come in. for
So
the-
you're drinking with
Yeah.
pink colors?
Yeah.
How can you come in and go?
And that's why I come
It's
in
an age
later.
thing.
Alright, so if he's standing in front of me, my hands are coming down, I'm shooting myself in and getting behind his
There.
ankle so I can push him backwards. So
Any good
I'm
grappler,
attacking.
any good grappler is never gonna square up like this.
Yeah.
Right.
If they do, freaking go.
If he just
There it
there's
is.
in right behind him, push him
Yeah,
down.
push it.
And my legs are going out.
Right, a good grappler is gonna be,
Yeah, he's
That's
gonna-
what it is.
it's always gonna be staggered. So,
I mean, but if you keep up, if that person is kind of just being like that, but then it gives them options of going either way. If you get like,
If you don't attack.
you have to.
If you don't do
So if I'm just
anything,
sitting-
yeah, if you're just sitting here like, you don't want to sit here like this. If he squares up
Unless
in
you're
front
at
of
a
me,
gate.
if I didn't want to attack him, right, if I didn't know what to do and he's square, just standing right in front of me, I'm going to make a switch and I'm going to make
so you
him
can make him have to make this
decide what he's going to do, right? But if we're square, there's you catch, you can slide in, start attacking X guard, you can go to Ashi, there's like lots of things that you can do, but
with the idea of sweeping it.
yeah.
Yeah. Once you get, if they square up, or even when they don't square up, I'm looking, I've done it to you where I get underneath. I'm looking to get underneath you, and then I can go to X guard.
Yeah, because every time when I'm up there and you square up like this, I try to force my way through.
Right,
It's
but
not-
then there's other
it's
things
not
like,
effective.
well,
I mean, I guess it could be.
Could be if you do it right.
Out of force in certain spots. And then if he gets put in, so the key would be,
Other arm,
other arm.
right
There.
hand down, yeah.
Now you can take this, put that kind of,
The gate, you say your left leg is straight,
yeah,
bring your left leg up.
there.
up.
Just like this, look at, just
Oh, like that.
like that, yeah,
Oh,
so you
with my
can
knee.
move with it. And put the back of the top of your ankle against the leg.
Inside, no. Turn
Like
this.
this?
Like
There.
that, yeah.
That's kind of difficult.
Now, if you want to take me down, switch this grip, and then just press right
And then
here.
bring your left leg behind his ankle.
Yep.
Put your left hand back.
Left hand back.
Yep, put your left leg behind his ankle. No, that's
Behind it.
Oh,
And now it's just, no, left. There. Now you just,
turn, just kind of turn.
yeah.
Because I was trying to push it back.
You do it back,
Yeah, send it. So he steps in. Remember, I'm not this leg in, right? I can have this leg in if I want to just get a quick connection, but then it's the outside leg that I want in, okay? Not this leg, because this leg I need to control some distance and some space. This leg I want to control his shin, so I can roll and lift him up, get his leg up in the air, grab ankles, grab through.
You
roll
want to
underneath.
go forward, like on a thing?
Yeah, I would probably take him up and try to get his hands on the mat. Sorry, we're doing a private class. Thank you. I would if this literally was like something I wanted to do and I felt like his knee was leaning forward and his leg was too far away, I'd roll to here to catch this and then just let his leg drop,
Get behind.
come up behind, and then do an old school.
Like old school, grab the leg and push forward.
Yeah, old school sweep. Grab knee and just come to my knees.
Oh. So if you're gonna, so if you're that, so there, or I might get in.
Yeah, about.
There you go. There you go.
Now, begin to put my head on the outside or the inside?
Inside.
Keep the head inside always.
You don't have to have it both arms.
Okay.
Yeah, so putting the hand there on his knee, right here, that's to stop him from putting his knee down, right? To try to go to your back. Okay, so you're just controlling his position and where he's
But
going
it
to
gives
go.
him that tomorrow.
Yeah, well, for a second, but when he does that, you just go to your side and lift your left hook up.
Turn around.
Yeah,
If you're gonna lift that hook up,
Yeah.
if I go for the femora,
Stay connected.
Stay with me like this. If I go for the femora, I have to go this way. So as I start to roll, lift this up now, lift this up, lift up the leg. See?
So, but staying tight, sticky.
yeah, and almost everything in jiu-jitsu,
If you're in a good
you want to be
position.
in connection.
But I was, at least Martin was telling me, that living in it's constant. If I'm not in a good position, I want space.
Yeah.
If I am in a fairly good position, I want to.
Remember, you're isolating this leg, lifting your right.
Other foot.
Other foot.
I don't know why I keep.
So don't lean back, don't lean back, don't lean back.
So just shook out.
Yeah. Your head stays connected, bring your butt back.
Yeah.
Your head stays on their knee, your arm stays, don't lean back like this. because
Don't
he's
open a
gonna-
gap, don't open a gap at the top. So I come in, boom,
Yeah, there you go. Much better. If the leg is that close, you can just grab the ankle from the outside in.
just grab it.
Yeah, and just drive him over. Just drive him.
But the keys are, because I was screwing up. I was getting the wrong leg in front, wrong leg in back. If he's in between, I want to.
Boom.
Like that. Now, if he goes to the outside with the same leg,
Yeah, here's the thing. Once you connect and you put your head,
Then I have to-
you put this here, you're blocking me from going over there now. Like, put that back in now, I'm blocked.
And it's not the end of the world if he does.
I don't
Under,
feel the doors.
go to your left. Go to your left. Go to your left.
Here, you're left.
Go to your left.
This way.
No.
Oh, that's it. Like that.
To your left. So, no matter what happened, I get here like this, and he starts to drive his knee out. I'm just gonna go this way, and then just take him over to that side.
so you actually.
So what do you do?
No matter where
So
he.
you're not trying to stop it. You're just
No,
rolling.
I'm just There's like 1,000 sweeps from that position, right?
You gotta be willing to go underneath.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't always have to stop somebody from moving. Take advantage of them moving.
Go underneath. Don't be afraid of it. Boom, boom. I start to go. Use that.
Well, of course, I'm in a bad position.
No, you're not. But
But
you
is
need
that-
to go towards where next start.
No, that is a whole sequence. That sit-up guard is all, and that's what you look up if you want to watch videos of it. Is sit-up guard.
That's what this
That's what
position
that
is.
is. There's some really, really good, effective things, both gi and no gi, to do off of it.
It seems like you have more options with the key.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
go-
You got
You
me.
grab the key.
You
Yeah,
got
you
bells,
can take him off.
sleeves.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can take him off his weight.
Yeah. And it doesn't have to be. Like, it doesn't have to be shin to shin guard, right? That's what this is. Shin
Right,
to shin,
yeah. You can have behind.
It could be like this, and I'm off to the side a little bit. I can block
The
it.
key is staying tight.
Yeah, staying. I'm forward into him. The moment I start going back is what Matt wants, because now he can start to look for passing. He's putting me flat on my back. I don't have sweep options. I'm defending now. I'm going to prevent him from passing.
That's what
Right?
you-
But if I get
If you have him there, couldn't you swing this over here? Or no?
But
Because then you could just push.
yeah, my head's on the inside, right? If he put my head to the outside, now he can. Now he can make that turn to my back. But because my head's on the inside, he can't make that turn.
What I'll typically try to do
Okay,
is
let's
take
head.
this and shove it over. And then I'll do a cross face, get nasty.
You got it. things you can do, like grab that ankle, you can drive him down, forward. He starts to put pressure back this way, you can turn it that way with it, you can put the hook in the back and take it. There's just a million little things.
It has to be like two
But-
limbs has to be connected.
But it's a good point. It doesn't necessarily have to be two limbs. It has to be, you have to have a position where his back step on this leg doesn't prevent the sweep, okay? So I go to here and to here. If I'm late, his back step can prevent the sweep, right? Then I put this leg in. His back step can prevent the sweep, but I'm not doing anything to stop him from taking a back forward step over here if I don't have good control. So it becomes this back and forth of everything you're trying to get to, and you're coming inside, you're going under, you're rotating to the back, and you're going this way and you're shooting that leg up and in. There's like lots of fun things.
Yeah, I'm not good at doing those, like in deep stuff.
You have to learn, dude. That's,
Actually,
That's the evolution.
yeah. Okay, I mean, I'll keep looking at that, but I just wanted to
Just
see it.
do research on YouTube for shin to shin guard and sit up guard.
Shin God, sit to sing.
Shin to
shin to shin.
And,
Skin to skin guard is something you don't want to watch.
Yeah,
That's a
no.
good thing.
You don't know the forward side,
Yeah.
you don't even look at
Alright,
that.
let me show you something simple that I've been doing, and then we can roll for the years one.
yeah.
Alright, so
Can you guys pull over a little bit over here? Great.
so I'm working Kimura, so I'm looking for Kimura options where I can maintain Kimura. And this one I really like because it sets up a nice sequence. But so so I have the Kimura grip.
Yeah.
Matt's reaction is going to be stretch that arm, right? And then I might come in, try for that. Then he turns his arm out.
And then go for the Americana.
Then I'd have to switch my grip, go for the Americana, and then he's gonna bring his arm back around, and then I'm gonna have to switch my grip, try to find that Kimura again, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep the grip for the Kimura all the way through, okay? So he straightens his arm, I go for that straight arm bar,
Oh,
he
okay.
turns, I keep it. And you see, I still have that grip, right? My arm is still in, I don't have to switch anything. Now I go to knee across the belly, and when I turn, I get right to a Kimura. So I'm not changing my grip. I'm just flowing with it. So what's gonna end up looking like is like I'm trying to keep him from straightening his arm, like that. Okay? That's what it's gonna look like, but I'm gonna have my left arm in there. So the hardest part that people had was letting the arm pivot inside and spin inside. So it goes here. See how I'm just bringing my arm to the outside? So rewind. So my left arm stays here. I'm not gonna hold my wrist anymore because I can't. Once he goes straight, I can't hold my wrist anymore.
Well, you just keep it in position.
Yeah, now I bring his arm around, then I bend it and my elbow goes behind. See when my elbow drops?
To hold it up.
Yeah.
To keep it.
So now I just go knee across, like this, and then I just turn. When I turn, now I've got the Kimura. Okay? And then what we did is we did a back take, triangle, arm
So
bar.
where's the Kimura? You pull it up and go towards you?
No, this Kimura grip.
No, you're just keeping it the grip.
Yeah, yeah.
You wouldn't
You're
go-
not going to submit people with a Kimura.
You wouldn't, yeah, you wouldn't, oh, really?
I couldn't submit them from here with a Kimura.
Well,
Wouldn't you go for an arm bar right there?
Yeah, I probably go for an arm bar or triangle.
Would you be able to get an arm bar with that like that? then?
No, I put my leg over. Right, this is just getting to this. Well, what we ended up doing is we did triangle here, we did triangle here, we did arm bar, and then we did triangle there, triangle, and then back. So, whatever. I don't think I have submission, but I need holds.
Yeah,
So I
yeah.
need to.
In control.
Yeah.
So really, the key, because the hardest thing is making that rotation.
Yeah. So, we go other side, right?
You need both. You got the same.
Even my left one's getting
It's
to
my
my
elbow, it's killing, I think I have arthritis in my elbow.
Alright. So, Kimura grip. He turns and drop my arm like this.
What were people doing, trying to hold on to it?
What will they do here?
No, you said they were having problems. What were they holding on?
Oh yeah, they were like
Depends
this,
also,
and then when they straighten the arm, and then they turn, they're trying to hold their grip on the same side,
And you just kind of let it
and
flow.
I'm just letting it go, and just grabbing it. So what I told people to do is just hug it, right? So I'm just think about not letting them straighten their hand or their arm out. So I'm preventing Matt from straightening his arm, okay? Now because my arm would still be here, now I go to knee across, and then as I turn, I've got my Kimura grip, okay? Now I'm going to, if he's really fighting it, I'm going to bring my Kimura grip as low, my wrist as low as possible. Up here, he'll be able to dip his elbow. Remember, for him to defend, he wants to get his elbow, look, he wants to get his elbow on the other side of my bicep. If he can get his elbow the other side of my bicep, he can get out, okay? So when I get to here,
You're hugging.
I'm hugging. I don't want him to get that elbow to the other side. I also,
Because if he gets it down, then he'll turn into you?
they'll turn into me, right? I bring my wrist as close together. I want him to feel some pain on his forearm because I brought,
By putting that tight, it's kind of lifting his arm
yeah,
up.
I want his elbow up. He wants his elbow down. I want his elbow up. Good, bring your elbow down. It sucks. Everything right?
Yep. I just want to make sure. Because one of our classes, I thought I was taping and I wasn't.
Okay. So, if my hand is here, I'm not going to be able to put enough pressure onto this section of his arm to
You want
prevent
to
him
be
from.
like right
Yeah, I would be, but even me hugging, if
That's
I'm
not
not
gonna
in
help.
good position, I can already feel,
You feel get loose.
yeah, his elbow getting loose. So my hand, I'm trying to get my hand as far over as I can, and I'm engaging like this.
Lift him up, right.
Now his elbow's up. Okay, now it's gonna be harder for him to get that arm, that elbow down. Okay? And I'm gonna be stronger because I got 2 arms against 1.
Right.
So, but I still would prefer to have this nice and tight, like this, make it really challenging for him. If he does turn away, I bring the arm to me. If he does start to dip, I push his arm away. So he turns towards me now. I push his arm away. He turns away, I pull the arm in.
You pull the
It's
arm
the
first,
opposite.
you're trying to take it back.
Yeah, I'm saying if I want this
Oh,
position.
okay, fine.
Yeah. So, it could be like we got to here, right? And he goes to turn away, I bring him in. He tries to dip the elbow, I push it away. And it would be this back and forth. And then, I get to a position where I can start to attack for him. So let's give that a try. It's a wonderful little transition because the person's thinking of defending their arm, they're not even concerned with you going to the other side. It's not even something that hits their mind. All right, guys. Is that good for Murray? Reach underneath. He straightens his arm.
You let it go.
Yeah. All right, so no, you switch your grip. Don't switch your grip.
Keeping it like that?
Yeah. And get in behind, yeah, just like that. Yeah, turn. Go all the way up. Now you bring that hand down. Get your Murray grip.
There you go.
And then if you pull it away, like plan.
If I can
Turn
look away.
pushes into you. Push away.
Sorry.
He turns away, push in. Yeah. And remember your left hand, get as far, yeah, there you go.
Over.
Really?
Over. Even more. There you go. Right there.
Really?
He should feel pain on his arm.
Oh, okay. So it's almost like a backwards motorcycle, kind of like
Yeah.
driving.
Now get close, fill that gap. There you go. Now, if you want triangle, you kind of let him sit up, move into you, bring your left leg over, and your left leg. Yeah. There you go, lock up your triangle.
What were the other triangles you had from this?
This leg goes through. So you're going to put this leg over, and you're going to fall to your right shoulder.
Okay. You tried,
No. You fall to your right shoulder, not your left shoulder.
This.
So the triangle from the back. So you stay flat. You stay flat. Yeah. So this is where this leg becomes a choking leg. This
I
leg
get way
becomes-
under then.
Yeah. Yep. And then lock up the triangle. Yep. There you go. So let's do the transition. Practice transition.
And what are you doing with this?
Nothing you need to worry about that on.
Even if he's got it up like this?
Yeah, you're passing
Doesn't matter, you're
through
going
this
here.
spot. You're passing
It takes
between.
the leg.
Yeah, your right leg is what's going through, so it doesn't matter what he's doing on your hip.
Really?
And there's no way, because if I get that grip, he's not gonna be able to roll me over.
No.
No.
And he's not gonna be able to block you with your knee. So just look at it this way. You got to turn your arm, Matt.
No, they switched the thing, huh?
No, you're good.
You're fine.
Just drop your elbow on the other side of his elbow. Get his elbow into this spot right here. There you go. Now, so just stay there for just a second. So he has nothing over here to block you from making this
And
transition.
he couldn't roll me over that way.
Well, what if he did? Well, what would be the downside to him rolling you over?
I guess I could. Well, then I get him a triangle.
But you still have the commercial.
Still have it, yeah.
Right.
Oh, if he rolled me over?
Right, so, how is the mechanics aren't there to roll you over because you've got all of your base on this side of his head. If you were to put your left elbow on the other side of his head, put your left elbow on the other side, now he might be able to roll you over because you have no base over here, right? But there's no way, unless he's super strong, would you be able to roll with his head here and your frame or your structure over here to get rolled over that way. It's not going to happen.
And what you had asked me, what would I do? What should I do?
Just keep it, go to the Kimura. You have a Kimura from guard.
So if he rolled me over,
If I rolled you or did any type of roll, keep the Kimura.
I'm trying to think of like, just what it looks like. So here, you put up.
Get the elbow down.
You switched your grip.
I did?
There you go.
Okay, no.
So there's no way to get rolled over from here. And just slide.
And I think that having the head is really important, right?
So just slide your right knee up, lift up your body, and slide. Yeah, bring his arm above in front of him.
And just go like that?
No, you just got the Kimura. He's not going to roll you now.
Sit. Oh, you got it. There you go. I can do whatever you want.
You can't get the Kimura that way?
No.
Even if I put this leg over?
No.
I could go like this? Oh, no.
No, go back. If you want the Kimura, on that side you have to actually take your left leg off. Take your left leg off.
Now you have it.
Take it off.
Take it all the way off.
Circle all the way around to this side. Put his hand to the mat over where your left foot is. And bring your body all the way over here. Your body has to go all the way over here.
It's like impossible.
He's not.
If I did, he would probably just turn over.
But Kimuras just have such a low submission rate. Right?
Really, I was looking online and there was one guy who was just like, I tap out everyone with the Kimuras. He was doing it from all different positions.
I can just tell you from my experience,
No, I go with
I'm
you.
I'm using the Kimura to set up
Or
so
other
many
ones.
other things. Back tips, triangles, arm bars that have a higher efficacy rate. And maybe
But no
like,
trouble.
if I was super strong, maybe, right? But I'm not super strong, so finishing a Kimura, I do them. Like I'll finish a Kimura if I have them well set up.
Yeah, but
But
you're like
mostly
north-south,
the
like
one-arm,
north-south type
the
thing,
one-arm Kimura.
against the chest, that thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't do, there's not a Kimura from here that I can get to, right? I have to get my left leg out, I have to get all the way around to side control, so his head's here now, to be able to finish that. And if I'm gonna do that, if I want that finished, if I want that finished, it would look like I would get to here, and I would take his hand and I would do that.
Oh, okay, yeah, the way we did that
Yeah,
before.
I'm not-
Then you put that behind.
Yeah, I go north south, and I pull this all the way up. So I'm not, this Kimura grip right here is
a
for
hold.
control. It is a hold. It is not a finish grip. Okay? But again, he turns. I'm here. I'm hugging this. My knee
So
comes
do
through.
you kind of let go for a second there? or-
No.
You just roll it.
Yeah, just letting it roll through. I get to here, and depending on what I want. Maybe I don't want,
Like, is that a joke?
no. This is just control.
Oh.
This is allowing me to set up a back take or to start to work for a triangle if he's getting really squirrely, as I get to control the head. The other one, say I fall to my, so I'm here, I fall to my right side, lock up the triangle here, and then go back. That make sense?
Yeah,
So I look at the Kimura as control. And I said,
that transition again. Okay, this one's well. Is this good?
that's control.
Here, you straighten it out.
Yeah, that's a good one right there. And what I'd like for you to start doing is as his arm goes from here to here, your knee's up. As it starts to come across,
Then I
your
go.
knee goes through. Okay?
Probably one thing also, Seth, you're kind of straddling me, as in like lifting your whole leg. You need
Slide
to-
across?
You need to slide across.
Yeah, and you need to slide across and have your weight on this side.
Right, because
Right.
you're kind of doing one of these things.
Yeah, you don't want to be.
Right.
And I'm not saying mount's bad. I'm not telling you don't stop, get your 4 points in mount, and then go around. I'm saying if you want all this activity on this side, you need to be off on this side, right? But you could just stop part way, get your mount points. You're in a good spot to get mount
I
points.
think the key is making sure I get that head near that elbow, because that makes it go on.
Yeah.
Well, just make sure when you do drag, I kind of just sit there and lead with the knee and drag
Just drag it across and you're putting weight on it.
And then you, put weight onto it. And then as Tony said, if you're in competition, you get the mount points.
Yep.
And then you wait there, because you got control of the Kimura. You just sit there waiting, it's like, okay, great, head's down, and you wait for the points, so, how many seconds?
4.
Okay.
See, all the things, every time somebody tries to straighten it arm out, I always think of the kissing cousins, the Kimura, Americana.
Yeah, but the Kimura requires you to change grip.
Right, because you have to now switch.
Oh,
to
yeah,
this.
switch hands.
Because
Yeah,
this-
switch hands.
You have to go like this.
With this, you don't have to switch
That's
hands.
right.
That's
That's
right.
So
why.
you're maintaining control until you have.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, which the best of it. So, just, and this is, just so you understand what I'm saying. I go here, he straightens his arm, I go for this straight arm lock. This has a much lower,
Finish.
finish rate because, he can just pull his arm. If this arm was inside, he could use this arm to push on my elbow to really open things up, and so low efficacy rate. That's why I'm teaching people when they get to here, just to push it through and get to this section. Okay, now I've got his arm.
Now, when you were doing that, you would want to slide across, right?
No,
not yet.
I've got his arm. So now I bring my left arm under. Now I'm setting up my north south, or my arm triangle from it. So I've got, that's why I don't like, if I switched to the Americana, I'm
Yes.
letting it go.
And now you're giving me a
Now,
chance to get.
now he goes back, like I said, now I don't have anything. I'd have to transition, I'd probably go for an arm bar here, spinning arm bar. But with doing this,
So you spin over his head?
Yeah.
with doing this, I keep myself in a good spot to get the Kimura if I wanted to go across the body with what we did. Right? Or without having to switch my grip, I can keep the arm, go under the head, start working for my arm triangle. So,
And how would you get that elbow out of there? To get the triangle?
boom, zoom. Here, my head goes to the other side of the elbow. Arm comes in, still have the elbow. Arm under. Now I've got the arm triangle. So my chin against the arm here. Let's just bring your arm back.
And see, when I was trying to do that,
So we were here, right?
yeah,
I bring my chin to this side, arm underneath, and I keep it.
now you wouldn't just grab that hand?
Yeah. I'm just showing you how to do it. And then I would get to
So you grab
this.
it like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna just try to finish right here if I can.
Right.
Right.
See, I was under the impression when you did that you just hold it like that and I'm using my head against that.
Now, for me, if I got the Kimura and you straighten your arm out, you know what I do? I just, this is just me. I sit there and keep the head. I
Yeah,
just
you're
let it straighten
just
up.
tight.
And then I go up for like, kind of like more of an arm bar. I'll stand just straight up almost
Yeah.
on the side. But
You
that
like to
depends.
step over a lot.
Yeah, I'll do that. It's to each their own, but that's just where I feel comfortable.
You guys wanna roll for a few minutes?
Yeah, can somebody just do it to my arm just so I feel it from the bottom? This arm.
So, just so that I know it, because I didn't get to see it, so I have this. You do
Straight
this,
You try to.
Sit there and I do this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man.
So now, all I'm doing, yeah, all right, it's like this. All I'm doing is just this. See, this is what you're missing. What I'm doing right
It seems
here.
like you have me in Americana right there.
No, you don't.
Uh,
Because all I'm doing.
there.
Hey, go back, Matt. I see what you're saying. Pull the arm. Put your head, when you put your head there.
Like right.
So when you're there, yeah, can you put your chin to the backside and then pull his elbow towards me, or pull his wrist towards me? Can you get an Americana?
Yeah.
Found a weird. Because all you do is just work it together.
But that was with a.
It'd be the same, it's the same submission I do when somebody's checking the phone from an arm triangle. I just pull their wrist out. It's the same movement.
Yes, it is.
Jiu-jitsu's all connected.
But so you had the Kimura grip, but you had an American. Or did you switch?
No, I had the Kimura grip and then yeah, I just pulled.
And all I do is use,
Your head instead.
I just use my chin to put your elbow in and out.
Are you gonna start coming back?
So I'm gonna count away for letting me in October.
Nice.
The numbers have gone down to a point that.
Not recently.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it started going back up again.
Back and forth. Sucks.
Well,
Shit.
here's the thing.
With
I haven't
school
heard
and
anyone,
everything.
I haven't heard anyone. You know where everyone's getting from? Places like schools,
School,
college.
college, yeah.
Yeah, when that.
You don't, I haven't heard
Knock on wood.
of any gym related COVID except, no, even Steven didn't get it here.
So what was his?
Well, he goes to all of these.
Well, he goes to all those freaking strip clubs.
Yeah.
He goes everywhere.
He didn't get it here. He didn't get COVID here.
But
He
he
got
brought it though.
I can't believe that no one else has gotten it here.
I know.
So that's gonna be my argument. I'm like, sorry, no one, so far, no one's got it in our gym. And the
Do you
only.
want to go with first with Matt, or do you want me to?
Don't matter. We're all gonna roll, so. How are you guys gonna do it? We're just gonna do 3 minute round robin. I think it's number 2, maybe. Yeah, there you go.
What he does every time.
shit on me and stuff.
Well, you can watch it after. I'll look at it. Step in there. Hey. That's the old school.
Oh, God.
Not bad for how many months off?
They kill me every time. Was that a triangle, reverse triangle?
Exactly, I just showed you.
Yeah.
Very good. Trying to, I was trying to avoid it. Trying to avoid it. Saw it coming.
Did you, hit from a different position?
Start from the back. It's still the same.
Same thing.
Same. So you had it the whole time?
No.
No.
Oh, you just, huh. So he was doing a lot of flipping himself.
Looking too hot now.
that single arm or no? Is that a single arm guard? I didn't see how you could hold me so fast.
Hey, Tony, do you do any recruit for storage guys?
I give it a break.
I have some for you. Well, you give me his resume, that's all I need to do.
Okay, what did I do wrong? Did I attack?
You'll see on the video, we both, Matt and I, you're just like,
Tight?
yeah. Well, nothing's happened.
I gotta go break for a second.
Even when you,
When you were trying to turtles, I thought I was gonna go get that from back and lift the legs way up. I was going to get it. Because I did. I had to. That one went back. I was a little nervous if you were gonna do that whole thing. Shot us. Get it behind me. But I thought I was doing what I should. Getting you on deep back, but I didn't.
I say what you were doing was good.
Just didn't have good positioning.
I think there's like opportunities in there that,
I didn't take it.
especially out around that.
Yeah, right, I don't want to fall into that.
Thought you were gonna cartwheel.
I know you. I really thought you were going to cartwheel. I knew you were doing that.
I don't know how to get out of that. Oh, nice. I can't believe you got that. I can't, but. So good tomorrow. What are you gonna do from there? Try to get the arm loose to do an arm bar?
Yeah, it's trying to get his arms up. Try to get to a triangle.
I can't believe you got a mobile. It seemed like we have to wait.
A lot of leverage with the
I let
curve.
my leverage get.
So what I worked is I put his arm to his belly. and then he got a little bit, yeah, about right there.
And then you just turn over.
And then I just pull him.
And then use your leg, like your knees. Wow.
See, I should have stayed on his knee.
Yeah.
That was my block.
It seems like you do a lot of attacking versus just waiting for him to do the move, which I think I kind of did.
I like to be a counter player. I like to see what
You
he
can
gives
figure
me
it out.
and see if I can figure it out. Right? My option off of what Passy was doing was the Kimura. That was my only option beyond just trying to fight to not let him pass. So I'll find the Kimura grip anytime I can because it's hard to defend it. And
So you're actually thinking, if he puts that arm on, I'll grab that
if
Kimura.
I can get to that arm, I'll get to that arm. Every time.
For the Kimura.
Yeah.
And then it just gives you some time where you can kind of,
Yeah.
where his weight
Think
goes.
about how long was Matt and I like this? I didn't even have half guard. We were here. I didn't even have half guard.
I noticed that you always have a leg on him. Always have to go, like, always using the leg to
Well, here I couldn't.
Oh, you
He
did
didn't.
that?
He was on top of my leg. So Kimura was the only thing.
You weren't getting this in
Well, no, there was a time where I went like this. I was going to try a sweep,
Yeah.
but I couldn't get my left leg. I had to get underneath him more. So I came here and I tried to sweep him this way, and then he moved towards me,
And that's when you went
and
the other
that's when I went that way.
I took this off.
Yeah.
And then I was able to get my hips.
Because he gave you room.
Yeah, because what I would come back over my leg. What I wanted to do is when I felt his weight coming down, I was going to try to sweep him this way.
Right.
And then when he,
Were you doing that on purpose, like doing the back forth?
Yeah.
Oh, so you were kind of.
I would rather-
goading him into doing it?
yeah, put your leg. Let me get half there. I would rather be here with this in half guard. You know, it's just one leg.
Couldn't he crush the leg with like a
No, because this is block. What am I going to do for this?
like just sit back down on it?
No.
I've got
This?
his Kimura.
Oh, so he can't move back.
Yeah. If he, let's just say, for the sake of this discussion, if he was able to sit up,
Then
I can sit up too. And I will come here. What?
Yeah, I'm
Go
done.
back over there. See, what I'm doing is, if his arm would have came out, let's go back over. If his arm would have come out, where would he go to defend this? He'd do a forward roll.
Yeah.
Great, we end up there anyway. So if I can get to here, I'm not going to finish it because he'll roll before I can, then I'm here. Right? So that's why we're here like this. I am looking to try to get this hand down, and I'm going to try to get to that Kimura. I'm not going to try to finish
Right.
because
But it's too impossible.
yeah, they've got too much here. Once he puts it in his pocket, I'm okay. I'm just gonna keep my wrists engaged, keep my shoulder engaged,
And
get a
just-
little bit closer.
And just kind of wait for him.
Yeah,
to do
I'm gonna like see what he's gonna get. If he's just gonna lay here,
Then you just.
then I'm gonna try to pull this backwards. Then I'm gonna try to get this out. But most of the time they grab their own wrist, they grab their,
Yeah, like the.
Yeah.
like the pocket.
Uh,
Now, if you did pull it out, what would you go for a sweep?
yeah, so if I did, no, I'd finish him. If I did get this out,
And you just
I
go-
would get really tight on his leg, so
Oh,
he can't
yeah,
do a
but
forward
you
roll.
have a leg.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But where we were, I didn't have that. Yeah, get over my leg. I didn't have that.
Yeah, yeah, good.
Like this.
Yeah.
But did he pass? No, why couldn't he pass?
Because you had his.
Because I have this Kimura pass. Pass to your left. I can keep this away.
And you're burying it is where you want it.
Yeah. Well, no, not necessarily. I'll bury it so he can't circle to his left. Right?
Yeah.
Now he goes, I can sweep.
But wouldn't he want to go to the?
I have to come back up.
Wouldn't he want to go to?
So
his
he
right?
goes, he goes to walk to your right. Walk over my leg. So, yeah, keep going.
Yeah, no.
He gives
How
that
do you
arm.
finish it?
Yeah, he gives his
Does
arm.
he give it? Okay.
So what Matt could have done is muscle through this. When I get
Like
here,
pull it in and out.
is try to not that way. You would try to pull it through, like you're gonna show me your biceps. Yeah, like that. Now I have to let go because my arm gets exposed. So he would put his right hand on my hip. Yeah. He would put his shoulder into my shoulder, like that. Now I have no leverage.
And that's
Now
where
I
you can
have
muscle
no
free?
leverage. Now he can pull that through.
So it's almost, so it's using the 2 arm on for long.
So. So, I put my hand in my pocket. I put my hand in his pocket. I'm gonna put my weight on his shoulder like this. Now, he can't come up because for him to come up, he's gonna have to move his hip away from me. Right? If he moves his hip away, I got lots of leverage. Right now, I don't have the leverage to pull this up just yet. So I get here, I put my pressure down. Now I start. And I do it. Now, if he just, I'll do the next thing. If he doesn't move, I can pull up here and get a submission. Most of the time, it ends up like this. So then I get to come around him. So that's how you defend. I love Kimura. We've been doing Kimura all week in my class, and we'll do it all next week.
I'll be doing a lot next week. I'll be hanging out with a new girl, so it'll be kind of fun.
But anyway,
Wait, you got a different girl now?
No, it's the same, but she's still in.
watch the video. You'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see we even on both you and Matt. I use the shin to shin. I use this.
Yeah, you came right in on me.
Right? So you'll see when you watch the video, there's a lot of stuff we've been talking about in class. You'll see.
I want to see what Matt does to get over my head.
And what Matt did is you were like this, like a dead bug. And he just went right by you. Yeah, you didn't have your legs engaged. And even when you watch the video, even when you're trying to escape, your legs are up.
They were
like
up,
this.
yeah.
They weren't on the mat. You weren't using your legs to give you any sort of movement.
So I was just.
Son, I was north, south, and your legs are up like
Yeah,
this.
you're floating. Your legs are
And
floating.
I need to get out of the ground.
You need to get hit here so
Well, I
you
was
can
trying to
start
float,
feeling
but I was,
something.
for some reason, I was thinking I could get around my head.
No. Yeah, that's.
That's,
Yeah, well, unless you're Steve Cooper, which you got, you're flexible, fine, but you're not.
yeah, I know.
So you have to sit there and go to techniques.
Well.